This is the Kimber 2K11 9mm. Let's check it out. Hey guys, I'm Drew357 and we're excited to show you this Kimber 2K11 9mm today. We really appreciate Kimber sending us this firearm for review. We've already shot over 1,000 rounds of ammunition through this gun, most of which were full metal jacket, but also several mags of jacketed hollow points, and this gun did not malfunction one time. So we appreciate Target Sports USA and their ammo support of our channel. Let's go ahead and sit this gun down on the table and we'll take a close look. So this firearm's chambered in 9mm. The one magazine has a 17 round capacity. These are Checkmate magazines. And then the other two are 20 round capacity. This gun is very similar to a normal 1911. It's hammer fired. It's got a ambidextrous safety either side. These are custom slide serrations that Kimber put on here. Very easy to rack the slide. The grip module's made out of aluminum, and I really like the way they've done this on the mainspring housing. They bring the texture all the way up to the bottom of the grip safety, which is very nice. There's a flared mag well under here. Very easy to get your magazines in and out. There's some optic mounting plates that come with this Kimber for mounting just about any red dot you want, but it comes with the one that'll fit the Trijicon SRO or RMR. Those plates are made by C&H Precision, and all you do is take out the two screws of the rear sight and then put that plate on there, and you mount the optic on top of that. As you move up to the front sight here, these are made by Tag Precision, and they also give you different fiber optic colors that come in this bag here that Kimber gives you with the gun, and you could change them out. There's a 5-inch barrel here. It's very pretty. It's in this coyote color. The barrel has a PVD coating, that's physical vapor deposition coating, and then you can see these flats are highly polished. This is a DLC coating, which stands for Diamond Light Carbon Barrel Coating. There's also an accessory rail here to put a light on here. I chose to go ahead and put a Surefire X300 Ultra. This light turns up 1,000 lumens. There's 3 different mounting positions on this rail, so you could pretty much put whatever light you want on there. I did note that with the X300, the light sticks out maybe a 1/16th, maybe an 1/8 of an inch past the barrel. So for some of you that like to have that flush fit, it's close to that, but not quite flush. The trigger is also made out of aluminum, and it's a flat trigger. I did notice that in here there's no texture on it at all. It's just completely flat. I'm not sure, for those of you that have sweaty fingers or whatever, that might be a concern. It didn't affect me in any of my shooting. Let me go ahead and show you the trigger pull and reset. There's a little bit of prep, and then this trigger, it breaks at about 2 pounds 8 ounces. So let me show you the reset. See a little bit of prep, and then it's a nice clean break. And again, these rails are just so smooth. If you pick one up in the store, you can just sit there and you can just see that this gun is built to high tolerances. Your hammer back here is very similar to a 1911. It's got that position, like a safety position in the middle. And then you've also got your grip safety back here. The Trijicon SRO, I really like on this gun because the gun already shoots pretty flat, but you never really lose that dot because it's got a pretty big window. So I think that was a really good choice for Kimber to turn these out, choosing that as the Optic. The aluminum grip housing, it's got a really nice undercut here. I mean, this area, there is not one burr on it. It just looks perfect. And the first thing I noticed when I pulled this gun out of the case was that. I noticed that my middle finger's right there, and it helps the gun, you know, keep a pretty high purchase on it. This gun also functioned with jacketed hollow points in it, so what do you use it for? I think it's more of a competition gun, but it could also be a very good home defender. I mean, you've got your light on there, you got a red dot, you have a 17+1 or 20+1 capacity. I did have Anna shoot it, and she shot it very well. It shot very flat for her, and I had a few other friends shoot this gun, and I think their exact words might have been, "Wow, that's the nicest 1911 I've ever shot." And I told them, I said, well, they actually call these 2011s. This gun comes in at a price point a little less than most of the Staccatos, but it's a little bit more than some of your other guns like the Springfield Prodigy. I think Kimber did a really good job at making a gun that people can go into gun shops all over the place and just pick one up and buy it. And right out of the box, you've got a gun that you could compete with. If I had to give the gun a couple of cons, I would say that this screw here on the grip, it would be nice if they maybe countersunk it a little bit and it didn't stick out as much. But again, the way I hold the gun when I'm shooting, it really did not affect me. I did notice right away that once you put the optic plate on the gun, you lose your rear sight. So for those of you that it's very important that you still have co-witness sights, that might be something that bothers you a little bit. I'm not quite sure that you can change out the mag catch release to the other side like you can on the KDS 9C rail. So if you're left-handed and you're interested into this gun, you might want to look a little further into that. If you had really big fingers or you were shooting with gloves, you might have a hard time fitting them inside the trigger guard here, but that's just the way most 2011s are built. Kimber really did a good job with this firearm. I like the way they did the coyote color on the barrel, but they also did it on the trigger. They do have this gun in a 45 ACP, so if you are a 45 ACP person and you don't like 9mm, you can get this gun and it'll have a 13+1 round capacity, which is a lot better than most other 1911s with just a 7 or 8 round capacity +1. The target model of this gun comes with adjustable sights, but again, once you put a red dot on it, you're going to lose that adjustable rear sight. So if you're the person that just wants iron sights, you might want to go with the target model. I did notice that these slide serrations are a little sharp. It could be a concern for those of you that might ride the slide pretty tight, especially when you're doing follow-up shots. So this is how you field strip this firearm. Again, we already know it's unloaded. Go ahead and slide the slide back to this little half moon indent here, and then push your slide stop out from the other side. And now this is where the gun's a little bit different. It's got this toolless guide rod. You just go ahead and push this forward, and then you turn this section here, right, counterclockwise, and then it just comes out just like that. Then you do your barrel. Make sure the barrel length is flipped down. And then here's your slide. So it's fairly simple. You get a really good look at your barrel now. They really did that beautiful coyote finish on there. You can see this barrel, it's got kind of a reverse crown which is very nice to protect it if you ever drop the gun. This is the area in here that if you damaged it, it could make it inaccurate. So to put it back together, you pretty much do it in reverse. Go ahead and get your slide, and you flip the barrel link down, slide the barrel in, bring that link back up, and then get your toolless guide rod, slide it in here like this. You push it up. This time you go clockwise, and it'll slide back this way. And then bring your barrel link forward. See, it might sit in that spot right there, but it's okay as long as you have this like this and you bring it forward. Once you put the grip module on, it'll come back to a point where it lines up just like that. Then go ahead and get your slide stop, kind of jiggle it in there. Don't scratch it, so bring it out just enough. Now we come back to the half moon and go forward. We've got a short video of us taking this apart and putting it back together. I'll put that in the description too. This gun is very good up close. It's extremely accurate if you shoot it from a bench rest like we did at 10 yards and 25 yards. But we also made shots out to 100 and 200 yards with the gun. I think we could probably push it further if you sighted it in a little differently. But this would be a great gun for somebody that's competing. It could be a good home defense gun. It's probably a little large for carrying, but some of you out there might be able to do it somehow. We'd like to thank some of our sponsors, Target Sports USA. They've got an Ammo Plus membership. It's $100 a year. It gives you 8% off all ammunition and free priority shipping on any quantity. We'd also like to thank Ballistol for sending us all these cleaning fluids and suppressor fluids and oil that we use to keep these guns running top notch. And also we'd like to thank Talon Grips for their channel support. They make grip tape and slide tape amongst other things that just help us get a better grip on our firearms when we're shooting them. We really appreciate you guys stopping by. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. Maybe leave us a comment. It'll only help us with more opportunities in the future, hopefully to bring you guys more high quality guns that you might be thinking about buying. So I'm Drew 357, and we'll catch you on the next one.